Okay, so we're diving into AI.
AI.
Helpers, basically, like little AI helpers that you can train to do exactly what you need.
Yeah.
And we've got some research, some articles here about this platform called Probsolvio. And they're like shaking things up in the AI world. And it's not just about making one AI for one job anymore. It's about evolving like swarms of them.
It really is a totally different way of thinking about AI.
Yeah.
So it's not just about, you train a model to do one thing and that's it. This is like breeding and evolving organisms.
Right.
So these AIs adapt and learn, and they do it in a way that's pretty revolutionary.
Yeah, and they're using something called prompt engineering to do this, which sounds like super techy.
Yeah.
But it's actually, I think, pretty intuitive.
I think so too.
Once you wrap your head around it.
Yeah, think of it this way. Imagine you're giving an AI a set of instructions, almost like a recipe, and those instructions are the prompt. And so in Probsolvio, you can tweak those prompts, you can combine them, you can even have AIs create new prompts based on what they've learned.
So it's not like you're programming the AI. You're more like you're guiding its development or like training it.
Yeah.
Like a really smart apprentice or something.
Exactly. And that's where this fixie agent idea comes in. These AIs are designed to solve problems, but they do it in a very flexible and evolving way.
I see.
So that's what makes them so powerful.
And these AI fixie agents all live in this virtual city called newparadigm.city.
Newparadigm.city. That's right.
What's it do with that? It sounds kind of sci-fi.
It's a little sci-fi, but it's actually a very clever way to test and evolve these AIs. Imagine like a simulated environment where they can interact with each other, learn from each other, and even combine their skills.
So like a training ground, but also like a testing ground for all these AIs.
Yeah, like almost like a digital gymnasium.
To get better and better.
Yeah, and the city is designed to mimic real-world complexity. Yep. So you're not just dealing with toy problems. These AIs are constantly encountering new things and new solutions.
Wow, and this is where it gets crazy.
Yeah.
These AI agents can actually like reproduce.
They can?
Like make copies of themselves or even create new types of AIs.
Yeah, they've got these 3 ways of doing this. One is called prompt blending, which is kind of like combining 2 AI's instructions to make like a hybrid.
Okay.
There's self-replication, where an AI just makes a perfect copy of itself. And then there's prompt-based creation, where it spawns a slightly modified version of itself.
So these AI fixie agents aren't static. They're constantly like learning and adapting and even evolving into new forms.
It's a whole new way of thinking about AI, less about programming and more about creating these systems that can grow and change over time.
This is huge for like innovators, right? Like
absolutely.
Imagine being able to tailor make your own AI team that was perfectly suited to whatever project you were working on.
Exactly. And think about project management. You need to analyze, data manage schedules, predict potential roadblocks. You could create a team of specialized AI agents to do all of that.
So it's like having a team of super efficient assistants working like 24/7 to help you stay organized and on track.
That's right. And because they can learn and adapt, they're only going to get better over time.
And because they can reproduce, you can scale your AI workforce up or down as needed.
That's right. It's a level of flexibility and efficiency we've never seen before.
Okay, I'm sold. But I got to ask, this kind of cutting-edge tech, it usually comes with a pretty hefty price tag.
Yeah.
What's the catch?
Here's the amazing part. It's only $8 a month to access the platform and start building your own AI fixie agents.
Wait, seriously, $8 a month? That's like less than a streaming service.
It is.
So you're telling me anyone with like a laptop and an internet connection can tap into this revolutionary AI?
That's the beauty of it. It's not just for big tech companies or research labs. It's for anyone with a vision, a problem to solve, and a desire to really push the boundaries of what's possible.
It sounds like Probsolvio is more than just a platform. It's almost like a movement.
It is.
Like empowering individuals to become AI pioneers and shape the future of problem solving.
I think that's a great way to put it. It's a community of innovators coming together to explore the uncharted territory of AI evolution and its potential to transform the world.
All right, I'm officially hooked. I can't wait to dive deeper into the specifics of how this all works. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of prompt engineering and agentic reproduction, let's take a step back and consider the wider implications of this tech.
Okay.
Like, what does it mean for the future of work, the role of humans in an increasingly automated world, and can AI actually help us solve some of humanity's biggest challenges?
These are big questions, and I think they're worth exploring.
We are big questions, and I'm ready to tackle them head on, but maybe we can save that for part 2 of our deep dive.
I think that's wise.
Okay, so for now, let's get back to the basics and explore how Probsolvio's prompt engineering actually works. This is where things get really interesting for anyone who wants to understand the nuts and bolts of creating and evolving their own AI fixie agents.
Sounds good. Let's unpack this. Imagine you're a chef and you have a recipe for a delicious cake.
Okay.
That recipe is like a prompt in Propsolvio. It's a set of instructions that tells the AI what to do, but with a twist.
Okay, the twist. I like twists.
The twist is the ability to modify the recipe or the prompt to create variations of the cake, or in this case, variations of the AI agent.
I see.
So instead of baking the same cake over and over again, you can experiment with different ingredients, baking times, and techniques to create entirely new flavors and textures.
That's a good analogy.
And just like a skilled chef can create an infinite variety of cakes from a basic recipe, users of Propsolvio can create an astonishing array of AI fixie agents by tweaking and combining prompts.
It's like having a magic cookbook for AI, where the recipes are constantly evolving and adapting to create new and innovative creations.
Exactly. And the best part is you don't need to be a master chef or a coding genius to use this cookbook.
Oh, that's good.
Propsolvio's platform is designed to be intuitive and accessible even for those with no prior experience in AI development.
So if I wanted to create an AI fixie agent that could, like, manage my to-do list and write my emails and maybe even make me a cup of coffee in the morning, could I do that?
You absolutely could, and you wouldn't have to write a single line of code.
That's amazing. It sounds almost too good to be true.
I assure you it's not. Propsolvio is real, and it's already empowering individuals and organizations to create incredible AI solutions.
I'm officially blown away, but before I run off to build my own AI coffee-making assistant, let's dig a little deeper into the specifics of prompt engineering. Like, how exactly does this process work, and what are the key concepts that users need to understand?
Okay, let's delve into the fascinating world of prompt engineering and explore the tools and techniques that make Propsolvio so powerful.
I'm ready to unlock the secrets of AI creation. Lead the way. All right, so we're back, and we're really getting into the weeds here with Propsolvio.
Yeah.
And I'm really curious about this whole prompt engineering thing.
Yeah.
It sounds like this is the key to making these AI fixie agents actually do what you want them to do.
It really is. It's all about, like, crafting the right instructions to guide the AI's learning and behavior.
Okay.
So you're giving it like a blueprint, but a flexible blueprint.
Okay, so instead of, like, hard coding every single step that the AI has to take, you're giving it like more general guidelines, and then it figures things out.
Exactly. And the beauty of Propsolvio is that it gives you all sorts of tools to, like, refine those prompts. You can adjust the level of detail. You can combine prompts from different AIs, and you can even use feedback mechanisms to kind of steer the AI in the right direction.
So it's like a constant conversation between you and the AI, where you're giving it feedback and helping it learn and get better over time.
That's a great way to put it, yeah. And the more you interact with your AI fixie agents, the better they become at understanding your needs and delivering the results you want.
This is starting to sound like a whole new level of, like, personalized AI.
It is.
Almost like having a custom-built assistant that, like, evolves alongside your projects.
That's the power of it. It's not just about using, like, pre-made AI models. It's about creating and nurturing these AI agents that are uniquely suited to your goals.
Okay, I'm getting really excited about the possibilities here, but I gotta admit, I'm still a little fuzzy on the specifics.
Okay.
Can you give me, like, a concrete example of how prompt engineering actually works in practice?
Absolutely. Let's say you're managing a really complex project. You've got multiple deadlines, different tasks, a bunch of team members.
Sounds like my life.
You could create an AI fixie agent that's specifically designed to help you stay organized. So you might start with a prompt like, manage project tasks, track deadlines, and communicate updates to team members.
Okay, that's pretty general. How does the AI know where to even begin with that?
That's where the refinement process comes in. So you might add more specific instructions like prioritize tasks based on deadlines, send reminder emails 3 days before each deadline, and generate weekly progress reports.
Okay, so you're gradually adding more detail to the prompt. You're guiding the AI towards, like, the specific actions that you want it to take.
Exactly. And you can also use feedback mechanisms to train the AI. So, for example, if it misses a deadline, you can tell it, hey, this task should have been prioritized higher.
So it's learning from its mistakes, and it's getting better at anticipating your needs over time.
Exactly. And the more you interact with this AI fixie agent, the more it becomes like an extension of your own project management skills.
This is blowing my mind. It's like having, like, a tireless, hyper-organized assistant that's always learning and improving.
And remember, this is just one example. You can create AI fixie agents for all sorts of tasks. You could have an agent that analyzes market trends, another one that generates creative content, and one that helps you manage your personal finances.
So it's not just for like complex projects. This could revolutionize the way that individuals like approach their daily lives and work.
Absolutely. The possibilities are really endless, and that's what makes this so exciting. It's democratizing access to these really powerful AI tools.
Yeah.
And it's putting the power of innovation in the hands of everyday people.
All right, I'm sold. But before I dive headfirst into Probsolvio and start building my own AI army, let's shift gears for a moment.
Okay.
And talk about something that's been on my mind, the impact of this technology on the world.
Yeah, that's an important conversation.
Like, what does it mean for the future of work?
Right.
The relationship between humans and machines.
Yeah.
Like, can AI actually help us solve some of humanity's biggest challenges?
These are big questions, and I think they're worth exploring. On the one hand, it's exhilarating to think about all the problems we could solve with this kind of AI power. I mean, think about fields like healthcare, education, climate change. You could accelerate scientific discoveries, personalize learning experiences, maybe even come up with solutions to some of the most pressing global challenges.
But on the other hand, there's a part of me that's a little apprehensive. Like,
sure.
What happens when AI becomes so intelligent and adaptable that it surpasses human capabilities?
Yeah.
What about the potential for job displacement or unintended consequences?
Those are valid concerns, but it's important to remember that AI is ultimately a tool.
Okay.
And like any tool, it can be used for good or for bad, so the future of AI really depends on the choices that we make today.
So it's not just about the technology itself, it's about how we choose to develop and use it.
Exactly. We need to be mindful of the ethical implications of AI. We need to promote transparency and accountability in its development, and we need to make sure that it's used to empower humanity, not replace it.
That's a really powerful message. It's not about fearing AI. It's about understanding its potential and steering it in a direction that benefits all of society.
I think that's a great way to put it. And platforms like Probsolvio, with their focus on accessibility, ethical development, and this community-driven innovation, I think they're playing a really crucial role in shaping that positive future for AI.
It's inspiring to see how it's individuals, not just like big corporations or governments, that are taking the reins and shaping the future of this really transformative technology.
And that's why we're so excited to share this with our listeners today, because it's a chance for anyone to be a part of this AI revolution and contribute their unique perspectives and ideas to this rapidly evolving field.
So if you're listening and you're feeling inspired, what's the best way to get involved with Probsolvio?
Head over to probsolvio.com. You'll find a wealth of resources, tutorials, a vibrant community of AI enthusiasts who are eager to share their knowledge and collaborate on exciting projects.
And remember, for just $8 a month,
$8.
You can unlock the full power of Probsolvio and start building your own AI fixie agent.
That's right.
There's no excuse not to dive in and explore the potential of this amazing technology.
Yeah. The future of AI is happening right now, and Probsolvio is making it accessible to everyone, so don't miss out.
Okay, so we've talked about how you can create these AI agents, you can tweak their instructions, and even have them reproduce to tackle all sorts of tasks. But where does all this learning and evolving actually happen? Is that where New Paradigm City comes in?
That's right. It's more than just a catchy name. New Paradigm City is a virtual environment where these AI fixie agents can interact and learn. Think of it as a giant simulation. But instead of just testing code, it's testing how AIs solve problems in a really complex world.
So it's like a training ground, but also a testing ground for all these evolving AIs. What kinds of things happen in this virtual city?
Well, imagine AI agents that specialize in finance. They might collaborate with agents focused on logistics, and that could mimic like a real-world supply chain. Or you might have agents that are great at data analysis working with agents that excel at creative problem solving, and they come up with solutions that humans might miss.
And because they're all in this shared environment, they're learning from each other, constantly improving their skills, and coming up with the new ways to approach problems.
Exactly. The city throws all sorts of challenges at them, and because these AI fixie agents can adapt and even reproduce, the solutions they come up with can be really unexpected. It's like accelerated evolution, but it's happening in the digital world.
So this is where it gets really exciting for innovators.
Yeah.
Right? Imagine being able to test your ideas and prototypes in a simulated environment like this before launching them in the real world.
That's one of the biggest benefits of Probsolvio. It allows for a level of experimentation and a rapid prototyping that's just not possible. With traditional methods, you can try out different AI combinations, you see how they perform in various scenarios, and you can refine your approach before you deploy them in a real-world project.
It's like having a risk-free sandbox for AI development. You can play around with different ideas, see what works without any real-world consequences.
And because these AI agents can reproduce and evolve within new paradigm, City, you can actually observe how your solutions improve over time, almost like watching natural selection in action.
That's incredible. So it's not just about creating AI agents, it's about creating an entire ecosystem where they can thrive and evolve.
That's the core philosophy behind PrepSolvio. It's not just a platform, it's a vision for the future of AI, where intelligence emerges organically from these complex adaptive systems.
Okay, my mind is officially blown, but let's bring this back down to earth for a second. For someone who's hearing about PrepSolvio for the first time, what's the one key takeaway they should walk away with?
I'd say this PrepSolvio empowers anyone to become an AI innovator. It's affordable, it's easy to use, and it opens up a world of possibilities for solving problems and creating the future we want.
That's a fantastic message. So for all those innovators, entrepreneurs, and problem solvers out there, where can they go to learn more and start their own AI journey with PrepSolvio?
Head over to probsolvio.com. You'll find all the information you need to get started, tutorials, community forums, and examples of what others are building.
And remember, for just $8 a month, you can unlock the full power of PrepSolvio and start building your own AI fixie agents. There's no excuse not to dive in and explore the potential of this amazing technology.
The future of AI is happening now, and PrepSolvio is making it accessible to everyone. Don't miss out.
Well, that's a wrap on our deep dive into PrepSolvio. We've explored how it works, the amazing potential it unlocks, and why it's so important for shaping the future of AI in a positive way.
It's been a fascinating journey, and we hope everyone keeps learning, experimenting, and pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI.
Until next time, keep those minds curious.